It's snowing. It's so windy. It's still very cold. It is currently, I think, 25 degrees with a wind chill factor of 8. Hey you, do not adjust your TV set. This is not the weather report. It's another weekly vlog. Hi, my name is Meghan Sarah. I'm a licensed New York City tour guide. That's my shadow. And it's been another busy week of doctor's appointments, work, errands, etc. So if you'd like to see what life in the Big Apple is like, subscribe to my channel and stick around. Now let's go! Good morning. It's Monday, January 6th. And if you can't tell, it's snowing. Oh, we matched the bus. I am doing a last minute booking of a Chinatown food tour. So this will be really fun because I think it'll be nice and cozy. This Chinatown food tour is really good to do in inclement weather because you don't walk too far. You get to go inside and sit down in some cozy spaces. Have some nice, warm, carby comfort foods. So, it's my husband's birthday tomorrow, and I was supposed to meet up with my mother-in-law and him, and we were gonna do something fun, but it's snowing and he doesn't want to leave the house. But we cannot let the occasion go by unmarked, so I went to Woodman's. We may have gone a little over the top, but I got a couple of little treats, and I got him some macaroons because I know he likes the macarons. I hope I got enough. I hope it's fun and special. Oh my goodness. I'm under here. Hello, it's me. Oh, and it is freezing out. I am out running errands. Yesterday was my husband's birthday, so we stayed at home and we had ice cream sundaes, which seems odd of a choice right now, but at the time it was lovely. We were indoors, we were warm, and now we are outside on the Upper West Side. Oh, actually cannot cross the street because it's so windy. It was so hard to drag myself outside this morning, but when I woke up at 6:30, I knew I had a literal ton of laundry to do. So we have been up and at 'em and running around outside in this cold since before the sun fully came up. How about that? Got some stuff I needed. Now I'm going to Trader Joe's. I went to the bank. Typical stuff. Hey, good morning. Once again, it is I, your favorite sentient blob of clothes, walking down the street. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm downtown. I am going to give a long downtown walking tour. So I am bundled up. I listed off what I was wearing to the Dwayne Reed cashier, and she was like, wow. You know the drill. I've been doing this for nearly 14 years, so I don't mess around. It takes me about an hour to get dressed because of the just putting on of clothes. I actually had to cut my nails short because I couldn't get dressed with long nails anymore. The struggle is too real. Even our apartment is cold, actually. You know, I'm always complaining about how high they turn the heat, but it's actually so cold in our apartment. We had to add 2 extra blankets onto the bed last night. I mean, normally we have to sleep with the window open in order to cool down enough. It's cold. It is currently, I think, 25 degrees with a wind chill factor of 8. I am once again makeupless on the Upper West Side because I'm going for the follow-up to my biopsy. I feel like my life has been in suspended animation since the biopsy, which sounds melodramatic, but I spent like the first half of 2023 just like getting more and more tests done. Test. Each test was like, we need another test, we need another test, we need another test, we need another test. So I feel kind of hands tied, like I felt in 2023, because I didn't want to say anything about it to anybody, my family, my friends. Only like my husband and my therapist knew what was going on, because I didn't have any answers. It was all just like, well, I'll wait and see, another test, wait a couple of months, we'll do a biopsy, wait a couple of months, we'll do this procedure, wait a couple of months. So I had no idea definitively what was going on, so I couldn't really tell anybody. Because what am I going to say? Like, you know, well, something's up, might be scary, might be nothing. Yeah, so it was pretty isolating and pretty terrible to feel like going through something all alone. And now this is happening again. I have told a couple people who know, hey, something, maybe nothing, maybe something, maybe not much, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this. So I feel like I've been very quiet this new year. I feel like I dropped off the universe because this thing is weighing so heavily on my mind, but I feel like I can't talk about it, but it's the only thing I can think about, so I can't think about anything else to talk about, so I just don't talk to anybody. My hope is that I will get an answer, period. I could cry. I'm done, and the best news ever. We're done. We did it, and I go back in a year. Just a year. I could cry. I'm so relieved. I am so happy. I'm just so happy that it is all good. No concerns. Just, I feel lighter. Did I forget some layers at the... No, I feel lighter. I feel so relieved. This calls for a celebration. Oops. I bought too much cake. They really should have called it, by the way, I spent too much money on cake. Bakery. What do you think about walking across the park in the cold, huh? Could be fun! Oh, hey, if this walk across the park looks familiar to you, then don't worry about it. Central Park is extremely confusing to navigate on purpose. Thanks a lot, Calvert Vaux and Frederick Law Olmsted. But this is the only way I know how to cross the park at like 80th. One year, I want to say, gosh, maybe 10 years ago, I thought naively that I could make it from the east side to the west side just by walking across the park. And I got so lost. I was wearing Converse. There was ice everywhere. Cut to me and the ramble on sheer ice. Nothing but sheer ice and nobody else around. Thinking, this is it. This is where they'll find me 10 or so days from now, frozen to death. My non-weather appropriate Converse on the ice of the ramble. I was fine, obviously, but I always think about that before I go in Central Park in the wintertime. Is this going to be it? My own little personal Donner party? Well, at least I've got snacks. It's Saturday on the Lower East Side. It's 20 degrees warmer than it has been for the rest of the week, but it's still very cold. Oops, I accidentally underdressed. So I'm going to be chilly on today's Chinatown tour, but you know what? I mean, usually I'm dressed a lot warmer than my clients, so they're cold when I'm comfortable. I think it might actually be a good thing that I will be on their level, right? Oh my God, so getting here was a whole ordeal because of course it's the weekend, which means they shut down the trains to do repair work. So like, it got me thinking. People get like a bee in their bonnet about who is and who is not a real New Yorker. And I feel like general consensus on this thing is people say if you weren't born here, then you're not a real New Yorker, which I can understand and I can see the logic of to a degree. However, I also feel like there are many people who are born here who actually never live the life of a New Yorker, okay? Take, for instance, the people who are born into penthouses, who never ride the subway, who take taxis and town cars everywhere they go, like that, right? It's like, you're not a real New Yorker. You're just like you're a poodle, okay? So I have taken it upon myself to compile a list of things that make a real New Yorker. Starting with number one, if you've ever had to take a shuttle bus to get to work on the weekend because your regular train is out of service, you're a real New Yorker, okay? How about number two? If you've ever had to step over an unconscious man on the stairwell of your building to get to work in the morning, you're a real New Yorker. And it follows that if you have not, you're not a real New Yorker. What do you think? What do you think makes a real New Yorker? I'll leave it open to discussion, to general discussion as to what you think it takes to be a real New Yorker. So I am giving a Chinatown food tour today, and then afterwards I am, no. Yeah, yikes. We match the cabs. As a great poet and cultural icon, Belinda Carlisle once said, "Ooh, heaven is a place on earth." She wasn't more specific, but I can tell you from personal experience that heaven is not at a Trader Joe's on a Saturday. Good morning. Go Bells. I'm on the Lower East Side, about to give a chic little Chinatown food tour. So this should be very smooth, very chill. I'm really hoping that it goes well. And then I'm going to zip up home to watch the game. Oops, I did it again. I went in for the bathroom, came out with a Jeepa. Let me tell you, this tastes like the best Red Lobster cheddar biscuit you ever had in your life. It's so spongy. I'm going. I don't need the wrapper anymore. I'm eating this whole thing right now. You'll have to try this. If you are gluten-free in Tribeca, why are you not going to Cafe Mostrador in the Walker Hotel and getting the chipa and the chocolate chip cookie? Catch in the end zone, that was crazy. I was like, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. They're gonna like take over, and then like he caught it. But if his feet went out, it wouldn't work. So he picked his knees up so that he went backwards, skidding like this on his knees, and it was good. They went for the 2 point. Yeah, they got it! Oh my God, dude.